run rate will be well up there right from the start. Darren Goff asking the question. And well, that's not the answer they were looking for. Standing keeper Marcus Trescothick was down the leg side very, very sharply. Darren Goff is convinced he's hit it. The signal is wide.
I tell you what, I thought that it might have hit the pads because the umpire's not giving it out. Let's have a closer look at it. Can't really make out from here. Trescothick looked very sure. Darren Goff looked very sure. I think it's hit the pad. Not too sure, David.
Well, it's deflected off something, I'm sure. We'll let him off on the catch. But I know umpires are by rights very, very quick to wide anything down the leg side. If bowlers stray genuinely, that's fair enough. Oh, it's very close to bat. It's very close to pad.
Yes, David, it looks very, very close. And look at the appeal. Everybody there. Nasir Hussain, Darren Goff, Trescothick. That's the wicket they want. They really realize that this is the wicket if they get early. They'll have India in trouble. He's the man who can really explode, Sachin Tendulkar. I'm sure England would have been very happy if that finger had been raised by umpire Mohite from Baroda.
Trust me, they'd have been absolutely delighted. And however they get him, they don't mind. Tendulkar is always seen as the key. More times I see it, the more I start to think there might just have been a light touch on that from the bat. That's close. England frustrated twice in 2 overs, it seems. 2 good appeals. It's Sehwag, of course, who is the batsman.
Well, that was a good shout, that. Hit the pad. Now that is very, very close. I would say Virender Sehwag very lucky still to be there. That's a superb delivery from Matthew Hogarth. He's really impressed, though it's hit the knee roll. But I tell you what, he was right in front of the stumps.
That's found the gap. It's well placed. Sehwag off the mark with a boundary.
What a superb timer of the ball Virender Sehwag is. These two, once they get going, I tell you what, it'll be entertainment for 40,000 people sitting here in the crowd. Look at the gap he's found. This is what a good player is all about. He doesn't time the ball well, finds the gaps beautifully. Look at him opening the face of the bat.
It's outside edge, it's over the top. Having got away with that very close call at the start of the over, Sehwag already loosening up. Well, it is stand and deliver, isn't it? Sehwag happy just to put his weight onto the front foot and take it all from there.
Yes, but I see a distinct change in his stance. Because his head is falling ahead of his toes now. He started bending so much. That's why the man I've seen timing the ball brilliantly is not really getting in the meat of the blade.
That's a good shot. Tendulkar also looking to come forwards, looking to use the pace of the ball, and any little bit of width offered by these England bowlers is looking as though it's going to get punished.
What a lovely timing that. He's hit the sweetest part of the blade there, Sachin Tendulkar. He's more upright than Virender Sehwag, more balanced. Lovely timing.
Slower delivery. Tendulkar looked as though he was almost waiting for it. No hesitation. Saw it from the hand. He was seeing, I'm sure, the off-break action of Darren Goff. And you can tell by the way he played it. He was going with almost with the spin.
Tell you what about Sachin Tendulkar, the better the bowler, the better he bats. The better the rhythm and the action of the bowler. He reads the bowler better, Sachin Tendulkar.
Just once more, let's have a look at that first ball of the innings. I've seen it as many times now as I think as we need, and with a magnifying glass, just a gentle kiss.
What a great shot that was. Beautifully timed. No chance for Nasir Hussain at short extra cover to stop that one. Now these two, I tell you, if they get going, the crowd here, they are going to love it.
Again, just that bit of width. Again on the up. It was straight through Hussain. He's at short extra cover. But it was hit with tremendous power. Worked through the onside this time. Now you really have to concentrate to remember who's batting here, because both men have the ability to manufacture strokes in a very similar style.
True. There are certain strokes when they play, they look alike.
That's four. Maybe not. Well, he made room for the shot. He tried to create that space on the offside. It looked as though he'd really hit it well to start with, but has he or hasn't he got it just in the nick of time? He's got to release the ball. It's close.
I think he's done well there. He saved a run for England.
Michael Vaughan's shoulders should be nicely warmed up by now. I don't think Michael Vaughan's going to get that one. He's not even in the same county. .39 without loss now.
Tell you, these two are batting to the crowd's delight. Any opportunity they've got of scoring runs, they've not missed.
More runs here. Sprint across the field isn't going to be enough from Paul Collingwood. Two men from Yorkshire, Darren Goff and Matthew Hoggart, striving at either end of this ground to keep things quiet. Both of them finding life very hard indeed. At the end of that last over, another searing shot from Sachin Tendulkar. Well, they can match each other shot for shot. Virender Sehwag playing as if there is not a problem in the world.
I hope they're not competing with each other in the middle, Virender Sehwag and Sachin Tendulkar. Because if they are doing that, and the form that they are in, the bowlers are in trouble. They've been in trouble so far.
Well, England, having seen what happens if you bowl slightly wide of off stump right at the start of this innings, have tried to bowl straight. Pitch and the new ball, the combination of the two is good enough that men of this class, Tendulkar and Sehwag, have been able then, when the line has been adjusted, just to pick the ball up, play through the line, flick it over the onside. That's 3 shots in a row now that have gone very, very quickly to the leg side boundary. As the ball gets older, then the opportunities are going to be fewer to do this.
So these two, they want to make full use of the new ball that is being bowled at them. They want to score as many runs as possible. They're going at 8.8 and over at the moment.
settle for one this time. England somehow will have to remember that they nearly pulled it off in Chennai after a similar sort of start from Tendulkar and Sehwag. They've got to try and remember that a wicket can change everything very quickly. They've also got to remember how the England batsmen this morning found it harder as the ball got older. Beautifully played. Pure timing, pure elegance, pure runs.
Tell you what, the bowlers must be enjoying it as well. Just creamed it through covers, Sachin Tendulkar. What a lovely stroke. What a lovely timer of the ball Sachin Tendulkar is, and I think these two, when they're together, Virender, Sehwag and Sachin Tendulkar, they keep talking to each other, keep playing their strokes, doing pretty well together.
And in common with everyone else, it's an appeal first ball, and in common with the previous two appeals, it's turned down.
He's getting better. Believe me, he's bowled well in this series. He bowled well in the tests. He's bowled very well in the one-dayers here. There's that series here. Look at that economy rate here, 3.69. That's excellent. Well, he deserved a few more wickets. Just a single to Darren Goff. It is 251. Calcutta of 10 overs, 1 for 34 at Cuttack. Another excellent performance, then none for 27. Getting better and better. He's done a good job. Promoted up the order of the bat today at 18 from 19 balls. The bowling has been excellent. Well, that's just clubbed away. And Sehwag played that on the length.
This is an absolute decimation of the England bowling attack, an unrelenting onslaught by the Indian batsman, carrying the form from the last game, both Sehwag and Tendulkar, and he picks it up so beautifully.
One off the last ball, 6 from the over. It's 59 without loss. Well, Ben Holio lost his run, tried to bowl and went for 4.
Well, with the kind of form that Virender Sehwag is in, this is a nicely wrapped gift for him.
Now, was there an edge? Sounded like a noise.
And the reactions of the bowler and a close-in fielder clearly suggested that. Oh, surely. Sort of what you wouldn't call a snick. Not one of the easy ones to take, because there was a significant deflection.
Single. Yeah, those really, in fairness, doesn't matter how great a keeper you are. If it goes in, it's great. In this case, it almost went in. There's quite a big deflection there.
Nearly got caught in that web. The webbing that the wicketkeeper gloves have between the index finger and the thumb. Nearly got caught there.
Oh. Well, it's down there. All it needed was to be helped. That's exactly what Sachin Tendulkar's done. Helped himself to 4 more. England, some disarray. Andrew Flintoff. Now, hasn't quite got hold of it, so Agnews got hold of enough of it. Back it to a boundary, and the carnage continues.
Certainly does. Tendulkar going the aerial route this time, playing it with the angle. It's a good thing he looked to play on the leg side. But the angle by the bowler was created early. He just went with the flow. Not easy to pick up those shots on a low pitch. You need to get to the pitch of the ball.
Well, I might think about two here. Making it quite comfortably. Field's changed. Tendulkar, there's a long on. And there's no one else on the leg side on the boundary. Long on and third man are the two men patrolling the boundary. The rest are inside the circle and two of them catching. There's a man on the drive on the offside. And there's a man at leg slip. By.
Just for a moment I thought the umpire might just call it wide, because it was about a foot outside the leg stump, but went between the batsman and the stumps. But I've seen it being called wide by some umpires who stick to that rule irrespective of what happens. If the ball is a foot down the leg side, it's wide in my books. On that occasion not called. Mohite doing the right thing, calling it byes.
This field, and it's the best display from England. It's 77 without loss. And there's some more. 4 more. Sehwag moves on to 42 now from just 29 deliveries.
The destruction continues. Destruction of the England bowling attack. Free swing of his arms. Didn't quite bother coming into the line of the ball, which helped with the free flow of the arm. Look at that follow through of the bat, going right back after the ball was met. He's really showing the full flair out here in Kanpur. 8 short of a 50.
No, that's 4 short of 50. Now that's a better shot for me, because he's given himself just a little bit of room and he's hit this on the up. This is quality.
And I think the shot of Virender Sehwag's innings. Just have a look at this. It's not completely over pitch. Hit on the up slightly and hit along the ground, and the pitch is not the quickest. And on a slow pitch to hit a spanking drive straight down the pitch, the fielder had no chance at mid-off. This is excellent cricket.
Almost getting through. Slower ball. Receiving Sehwag. He's picked them pretty well so far in this innings. He has in the series. This one, I think, he didn't pick.
He got out on 51 in Chennai immediately after he got his 50. So I think that is exactly what Tendulkar was perhaps suggesting to Sehwag, to just keep his cool, not to get carried away.
The one. Ball's going this over, maintaining that run rate, increasing it. 9 so far off this over.
He's followed to the off spinner on a couple of occasions. There he been snaped, Virender Sehwag. Snape was the man who picked him in the last match.
Nine from the over, 86 without loss. Well, that's the way to bring your 50 up. Smashed away over mid-wicket. This is 5th 50 one-day internationals, and I doubt if many have been quicker than this one.
And he got a standing ovation from his players in the dressing room, because they realize any score that is to be chased at Kanpur is never easy. But Virender Sehwag has certainly made things simpler for the rest of the batsmen. 51 of 36 balls. Another gem of an innings from Virender Sehwag. It's a good thing he's taking some time off, marking his legs in guard. Still got a few things to do.
Well, it's going to be 4 more. Drift into the legs, you pay the price.
There you are. Captain injured, but very pleased. He's got the pads on, so he'll come out to bat. This is the range I was talking about.
And it's just getting more and more painful. 12 from the over, it's 98 without loss. It's going for 4, whether it's off the bat or the pad, I'm not quite sure. Umpire says it's the bat. England will have to make a change here. I think the man they've got to bring in is Jeremy Snape. Take all the pace off the ball, Sanjay.
And he was the bowler who actually picked up Sehwag and Tendulkar in the last match. 4 more to India. Well, I reckon that came off the bat. Look at that run rate, 9. Well, ideally you would have expected Jeremy Snape to come after the 11 overs, which is now, but maybe he was asked for the preference of ends. Maybe that's the reason he's not brought on right away. Might just see him come to bowl from the pavilion end.
That's it. Beautifully played. Sehwag is racing away here, under 63, and some magnificent stroke play. This is great timing, because the ball's full, almost Yorker length. Still, it races to the boundary.
This is fantastic stroke play, just opening the face, the bat.
How clever is that?
Well, you've seen the drives. It's time to show some fine sweeps. Premeditated shot and actually scooped it behind.
You won there. Looking at from outside the off stump. Amazing record. Approaching 11,000 runs. The internationals. 3100s, 54 50s. Average. Almost 44. Well, it's short. He just waited for it, knew the mid-on was in, clever play. Didn't try and drag it towards mid-wicket, where there is a fielder out, but hit it down the ground.
Ian, you used the right word for that shot. It was a clever shot. Again, the bounce was very low. And normally any batsman would have gone with the spin, square on the onside, but he saw the mid-on fielder, Andrew Flintoff, was inside the circle, very consciously played straight down the pitch. For another good boundary.
Hey, no bounce at all. All dying. I think from England's point of view, they need more than that. They need wickets. A lot of them, and quickly.
This pitch hasn't changed for the last 10 years. It's amazing how quickly the bounce dies in this pitch. If at all there's a pitch that needs to be relayed, it's the one here at Green Park. We saw what wonders the newly laid pitch at Bangalore did for cricket. The Green Park has stayed the same for the last 10-12 years, always been low, slow. Once the ball gets soft, virtually shoots to the batsman.
Get it, what on, thought me.
It's interesting saying that, because talking to a couple of groundsmen in England, they have a theory that some of these wickets nowadays, the amount of play they get on, they only have a certain life. Maybe 8, maybe 10 years before they have to relay them. They have to keep cycling the square. It's tossed up, full toss. It'll just be one. I tried to think how low this one would be in a 5-day game.
We've played a test match here, and it's always been the same case. Team batting first generally wins the match, and the match finishes quite quickly. We don't see the full distance of the test match. Virender Sehwag will keep strike. 15 overs gone by. 125 for no wicket.
Sehwag has moved on to 80 from 60 deliveries. Tendulkar, junior partner.
Well, still the shots being played when the chance is there. Whatever the fields, there have been excellent examples here of placement and judgment. Remember, England early on tried to maintain a similarly electric pace. It's got it straight to him. Well, it's the end of a wonderful partnership. And it's the end of Virender Sehwag. The blow has just sunk in. As far as the crowd are concerned, there was just that little moment of silence. Now the applause starts.
Well, tactically, that's good work from England. The challenge was to hit over the top, mid-on and mid-off, inside the circle. Wonderful innings, Sehwag 82, caught by Hoggard, 134 for 1 India.